I don't know how many times. Let me take my earphones off. I don't know how many times we have to hear that junk removal is slow. I have no idea why we have to go through this thing on a yearly basis, because this is what happens. It discourages so many business owners to not start this junk removal service. And I think social media is such a huge part of the rumors, of facts, of lies, of discouragement in this industry. I think, no, I say the word I think, but I know for a fact that people on social media try to discourage other people to get in this industry. But not only discourage other people to get in this industry, but to make this industry seem like it's really, really, really impossible to start a junk removal service. I want to be sure that we all understand that the junk removal service is a very competitive market when it comes to, like, I don't know why I said the word like, when it comes to landscapers wanting to do this work, people wanting to do this job. But when it comes to junk removal owners, there's not a lot of us. You hear that word, and that word is saturation. The market is getting saturated. No, it isn't. No, it isn't, man. It is. I'm gonna tell this like I tell my friends all the time. In 2018, I had a summit. I was the first one in junk removal to have a summit. I was the original person in the whole United States. It takes an idiot like me to do a summit of junk removal. And honestly, I did a summit. In 2017, 2018, I did a summit, okay? In 2019, I did a local summit because of COVID. All right, let me tell you what happened. In 2017 and 2018, when I did these summits, the first year I had about 28 companies come out, and the second year I had about 39, somewhere around there, right, come out. And out of all those companies, all those owners that came out, there's only one still in business. Yep, there's only one still in business. I'm not going to name that company, but out of all the companies that came out in 2017 and 2018, only one of them has survived and stayed in business. And that's a fact. That's not a lie. I remember everybody that came out. You know, I was going through my booking when people book online for these summits. And in 2007, the original summit that I had, only one company. 2018, zero. In 2020, 2019, I had a local summit, a local one. That means because of COVID, nobody could travel, and it was really tough. Out of all those people, only one survived, and she is a female. Believe it or not, only one person survived. And now, about 4 years later, I decided to have the 2024 summit on my property at my headquarters here in Dallas, Texas. And I had a good 39, 40 companies come out. And I'm telling you, I don't know how many of these people are going to survive or be pumping my gas in the next few years. I have no idea. But I will tell you this. People are discouraged to start junk removal companies. And there are a lot of people, and the daily people that want to do this, that's, fly-by-night people that want to get into this industry, or they do landscaping, and then they do this. I was talking to a fella yesterday. He called me up. He didn't even know who the hell I was. He had no idea, never had seen anything on YouTube or anything. Picks up the phone and calls me and says, "Hey, I just need some advice. I was looking for people on the yellow pages, blah, blah, blah. I picked you." I said, "Okay, cool. I'll answer some questions." I answered some questions. He said he wants to do this on the weekends. I said, "Yeah, go ahead, dude. Be a fly-by-night. We need more people like him." We're making this business so complicated and so challenging ourselves by getting so many bills, so many expenses, paying out so many employees, trucks, financing this, getting that. And then we go out there and this is what we do. We blab our mouths. We blab on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter. We blab on there. You know what we put? This market is slow. Business is slow. The saturation is out there. And then a newcomer comes in and he reads those posts because he's trying to start a business. And he reads them and he gets discouraged. And there we are again. Low man on the totem pole. What do I mean by low man on the totem pole? I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean by that. Today I was in Dallas doing a job. I'm going to a job right now. I'm going to Dallas to do a job, and we couldn't barely fit down the street because I'm going to tell you why. Me and Orson, we're in Orson's little truck, his V6 trucks. We take a right turn, and on the right side there was a landscaper. On the left side there was a landscaper. As we go down the street there was a landscaper. 3 trucks on one street. And Orson pointed out, look at these landscapers. I said, bro, in this neighborhood you're going to get them left and right. But I'm going to tell you something, Orson. I told him, when we leave this neighborhood, I want you to count all the landscapers. This was early in the morning. It was about 9:30. When we leave this neighborhood, I want you to listen. I want to teach you the facts of this business. Remember, he goes, I told him, I said, Orson, you know how everybody keeps on saying the market is saturated and the market is too competitive? I want you to count everyone. And we go, okay. So we ended up leaving Dallas and we went to Frisco, Texas to do this eviction. And we're in the neighborhood and he goes 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9 trucks, 9 landscaping trailers. And then we got to our job site and I said, how many did you count? He goes, 9. How many junk removal companies did you count? Not one. Tells you whose market is saturated. That right there proves to you whose market is saturated. The other day, so let me tell you what I did this week. I want to be honest, 100% honest with you this week. Okay? On Monday, I had a really good day. I had a really great day on Monday. I think I made a little over $800, $900. Tuesday, I made like $400. Wednesday, I made another $500, $400 to $500. No, I'm lying. Tuesday, I made $690. Wednesday, I made $400. And then Thursday, today, I'm making a little over $3,000. And then tomorrow, I don't have one job booked yet. I don't have one single job tomorrow booked. I'm on my 6th job right now. 6th job, and I'm going to name him out for you right now. The opening job of the day was an eviction. The second job was a treadmill that the guy threw in the back. You know what the great thing about it is I record every single job. Okay, was an eviction. The eviction, the treadmill. Then we picked up a fridge. Then I went to Cedar Hill, and I picked up a dumpster enclosure that I haven't billed the lady for, and then a fridge in Saginaw, Texas, and then we're going to Lake Worth right now to do a house clean out, a full house clean out. 6 jobs on the schedule today. A lot of people out there are saying it's really slow. Then why do I average right now? I'm averaging 6 to 10 jobs every day. And you can too. You can too. We're just not putting the work in for it, man. Hell, I get discouraged because y'all get discouraged. I'm getting discouraged because of the community. We need to grow this community really strong and make it great. I feel we're not doing that. I feel we're losing the fundamentals of this business. I feel that people go out there and say the season is slow and people are having a hard time slow. But then we make up these excuses, right? We make up these excuses. Oh, it's slow. I know why it's slow. Let me give you the excuses. Okay, why it's slow. The weather is bad. The weather, man, I can't deal with it, man. The weather, it's snowing, it's too hot. Number 2, it's that season for it to be slow. It's that season, man, when it's nice and 75 degrees. People don't come out. They want it when it's hot. Number 3, man, there's so many people out there, man. There are so many people doing this, man. The market is saturated. The market's saturated, Ricardo. I can't do it, bro. Help me out. Number 5, everybody's doing it, Ricardo. Even the crackheads are doing it. They're beating us by pricing, right? They're beating us by pricing. Hey, they're doing it by pricing, man. They're you know, everything's by pricing. They're beating us. We can't stay competitive in this market. The fact is, man, is that a lot of y'all don't put the work in, man. A lot of y'all don't want to put that hard work in to make this happen, to make this be successful. You know, my dad was one of the best salesmen out there. Golly, dang it, and I didn't listen to him, and he told me so many things. I would get a lot of tickets. So I had a Corvette at a young age, and I had a Porsche at a young age. And I used to get tickets all the time, and I'd go to jail all the time. I had warrants because I didn't care. I was making good money, and my dad told me this. He said, Ricardo, all you work for is the police department. You're always getting tickets, and you're getting out of jail and buying. I was like, Dad, what, Dad? He told me one time, he said, Ricardo, you know what? When you work hard, you're going to get in return what you work. I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever, Dad. Whatever, Dad. He said, customers, Ricardo, they only care about one thing, and that's the price. You're going to beat everybody by price. And if it ain't the price, you know what it is? What, Dad? What? You offer them more, and then the price. Okay. Sure enough, I was working for the police all the time. I was getting tickets, going to jail for speeding, going double the speed limit, bonding myself out. I would bond my own self out. That was funny. Sure enough, the harder you work, the more work you put in, the harder and the easier that the jobs come in for you, the easier the jobs come. You put in the work, they'll come to you. They will. It always works out like that for some reason. It always works out like that. You know, it just, people are out there and they're different characters. Some people don't want to put that extra work in, that challenge. They see the challenge and they back off from the challenge. And I don't get it. And yeah, customers, all they care about is pricing. That's all they care about is pricing. My dad was right. He told me those things that I just like blew it in one ear, out the other. I didn't give a fuck. After he passes away, I implement all the stuff he taught me, and it works for my business. I'm going to read some of these comments really quick. What's up, loco? We doing good out here in Mesa, Arizona. The problem is, dang, everyone wants junk removal to replace their oh gosh, let me tell you about that, Wally Khan. Very true what you're saying. Yes, of course, thank you very much. Fitton says, much love, bro. I watched you since I started my business and you inspired me. Thanks a lot, brother. Yes, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Love y'all, man. Look, boom, there it is. Wally, you are absolutely right. Absolutely right. You want this to replace your 9 to 5, and then, you know what? I'm gonna clap right back at you. Watch this, Wally. People will go to work at IBM. People will go to work at Microsoft. People will go to work at Walmart. People will go to work at Bell Helicopter. People will go to work at a corporate job at UPS, FedEx. People will go get a really good job, and they'll sit on behind a computer, clack, 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 for 20 years. And they'll earn $100,000, $120,000 a year. People do junk removal and they make $120,000 or $150,000 or $200,000 a year. You know what they do? Bitch about making that money and working hard. You're doing the same thing in a corporate job. You're just not bitching. And you want to talk about getting injured? You can get injured sitting at a desk, get carpal tunnel syndrome. You can get your back hurt sitting on those desks all the time. People walk into businesses all the time and shoot them up. That's true. I'm just saying. I'm just stating the facts. I'm just stating the facts, man. Orson's here texting me. You know, it's just people don't want to put in the extra work. They don't want to put in the extra work, and I just don't get it. You're gonna get what you put in, man. I'm just gonna tell you. You're gonna get what you put in. There's a misunderstanding and a misconception about how junk removal and how the market is saturated and how the market is competitive. No, it's not. No, it's not. I have managed to build this business. I have managed to build a co-op space. I have managed anybody could do. I just got a 25,000 square foot facility. Bought a Cybertruck. Own a haunted house. I mean, and I hold a summit every year. Come on, guys. People like windy, man. I've been doing these videos for 12 years. Well, now like 14 years. I don't even know how long. I've been doing these for a long time. I have over 4,500 videos trying to help out the community. I signed a lease for a 25,000 square foot facility in Fort Worth recently, trying to encourage a co-op space within junk removal services, within local junk removal owners to contact me, come out, see the space, find a place they can park, store their equipment, store their goods, and their vehicles. And some people don't think like that. Some people don't think of collaboration. What they're so worried about, is why business is slow. Sure, I'm going to tell y'all something right now. I'm going to tell y'all something in a minute, okay? What's going to happen with the economy? I'm going to tell you something. Right now, the economy is slowing down incredibly. And I don't know why the U.S. is letting it slow down, but they can stop it because they're about to stop it. The housing market has put so much damage on this economy. People getting foreclosed on, people getting evicted, people not being able to buy property. And here's another one, people not being able to buy commercial property. And that's a huge one. Commercial properties, and they hire junk removal services to clean them up. They buy more commercial property. They build builders to build up the buildings using lumber at Home Depot, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I can go on and on. But in the next few months, before the end of this summer, before the start of the summer, I think, the U.S. government's going to pour at least $4 trillion into the housing market. They're going to try to pump it. 4 trillion. I don't even know what that number is. I read this yesterday and I was just like, what? I don't know if it's a mistake, but I know Fannie Mae is going to get a lot of money, and I don't know what exactly where the money's going, but that's going to circulate the economy and people are going to have money again. And we'll be back to COVID 2019 again. Same shit, different day, different year. I encourage people to be in this business, be positive in this business, and continue to thrive in this business. Anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoy the video. Stay tuned. I'll be posting another episode of the warehouse that I purchased in Fort Worth, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.